totally. Section 11 is a long monster, everyone. That's 5 arrows. Starting off with another giant fight. Okay. I think I'm going to bring Napoleon, and then I'm going to just switch to have Melt back in the lead here. I'm going to be a wreck by Lostbelt 5. No, they vanish and their souls return to the root. Let me have my dreams! Let me have my dreams. Testing, testing, can you hear me? I think these adjustments should help us stay connected. Life forms to other life forms in proper human history. But here's the thing, though. There is no life in proper human history anymore. The alien god literally spent months making sure that most of all human life was completely and totally wiped out. It glassed the frickin' Earth. Which brings us back to something I think I mentioned in Monday or Tuesday's stream. How are we going to reverse that exactly? Because that doesn't seem like something that would be very easily reversed. Yes, it worked. We can hear you fine, Da Vinci. Bene. We can hear you loud and clear, too. Now that we've got an emergency on our hands, so it'll be quick. What's happening?
Morning, so you're the ones making all this racket so early. Well, now you're a cute one, if only you're about 10 years older.
Oh, are you the new guy? My, what an overbearing spirit origin you have. Never mind that. We really do have an emergency on our hands. The Shadow Border is currently under attack. We're being chased by a bunch of flying humanoids. Sounds like envoys, mass-produced Valkyries. I thought that might be the case, since we're the Norse lands and all. The Valkyries were the first thing to... Did you say mass-produced? If we wipe out Lostbelt, there's no returns that people who were wiped out will never return, or somehow they protect Gerda, Wolfie, and other sympathizers with verified existential power. Learn a CG stream that when people die, their souls return to the root instead of to be cleansed. Yes, I have heard that as well, Destructive. I guess it didn't always used to be that way in the Fate lore. Back when the gods were around in the Age of Gods, there were proper afterlives and the like. But ever since the Age of Gods ended, it's the whole return to the root to be washed, cleaned, and set out to dry. Or somehow protect Gerda, Wolfie, and other sympathizers with verified existential power. I mean, here's the thing, though. You can't protect a corpse. Like Patsy. Oh no, what if they're going that way? What if Gerda's gonna die too? And it's gonna be revealed in the end that if we had just been better people and kept them alive, they would have stayed alive. Oh, I like the sound of that. I'd love to have my own squad of mini borders at the... never mind that. We just got the borders controls back up and running this morning, so of course the first thing our fearless leader did here decided to do was take the war outside my bounded field.
Don't you blame me for this. I was just trying to find a spot with a better signal. Besides, how could I know a little drive would give our position away? You could have camouflaged us once we were mobile.
Anyway, that's why we're able to call you again, so it isn't all bad news, so...
Driving in these snow plains is terrible. It's like one big sheet of ice.
Director. Foo-foo!
Yeah, give us your location. Give us your coords.
At the moment, we're about 50 kilometers west of North Copig.
Here are our coordinates.
We just lost connection, Master.
Suit up.
Got it. Is something wrong? Breakfast is almost ready. Lady Mash, Lord Soul, what's the matter? Did you catch a cold?
Well now.
Foo! So, people from Lostbelt regularly never leave instead of returning to it retro casually. But what about what if, so then, what's gonna happen to the likes of, like, Saliri, who stayed in the Lostbelt as it was dying? Is Lostbelt just going to disappear and he's going to just find himself in the middle of the void or whatever? Like, the Lostbelts, they're a fascinating concept. But when combined with the Fate rules, they're so confusing. No, fine, but I'm afraid we'll have some urgent business to attend to outside the village. I'm sorry, Gerda. We'll be glad to have breakfast once we get back, won't we, Soul? You bet. Breakfast. Most important meal of the day. I see. Okay, see you later then. Please be careful. Promise me you'll come back safe.
Oh no, we're never gonna see Gerda again, are we?
Okay, to earlier sports second gear. Speed is slow and steady. You may have lost contact again, but I have a good idea where the border is right now. Should be about 20 kilometers away from our current location.
If we keep accelerating, we should be there in no time, although...
So there are several giants roaming up and ahead.
Ooh, sorry about the other...
We could go around them, but...
We don't have time. We'll have to go through them. We don't need to kill them all. Once we've cleared a path, we can get moving again.
Have I seen the Ophelia Koyan scene yet? Depends on which one. They've had a couple scenes together. The most recent one was with Ophelia threatening to end Koyan if she did not leave by the time she got back. Got it. Let's clear a path.
Yes, Master. Reducing Larry Sports' speed and stopped.
So I think you might have missed it, Ouroboros.
Fo-fo! Yeah!
Ooh la la, here they come. Let's do this.
Let's. I wish I had a giant cannon I could carry around. Again, all those people who said I had a Napoleon complex when I was younger lied. Otherwise, I'd have turned out like Napoleon here. More Isulfurs. Causes changed prior to it in time. Fair. Good reason to feel sorry for the antagonists in part 2. Sorrow for the antagonists in part 2. I mean, I am starting to get a little bit of sympathy for Ophelia, but Caddick was a little shit. So, you know, he was enough of a little shit that I would be happy to summon Anastasia and mock him by saying, look, she doesn't remember you. Does that make me a bad person? Probably. BAQ. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a little bit of sympathy for Ophelia. You know, it seems like she had a poor upbringing, and it seems like she doesn't really know how to express her feelings all too well. You know? So I'm feeling something for Ophelia. I'm not sure exactly if it is. Partly pure sympathy, or if it might be pity. Although I suppose it could be a good mix of both, you know? A mooseful. Good versus evil is a skill. Good and evil can occasionally be subjective as well, you know? Not two distinct categories. True enough. Felt something for all the characters so far, especially if you subscribe to the idea that it was to serve the foreign god or remain dead. I mean, I suppose that, yeah, that does change things a little bit. A little bit, I will admit. Not to the greatest degree, but, like, I don't know. I feel that, I mean, had you asked me years ago, I probably would have agreed with it. But asking me now if I would be willing to live again, serve something, but I would have to sacrifice the lives of countless individuals to do it, I don't think I could do it. I would rather stay dead in that case, I feel. And I hate death. It's kind of like the opposite of the Kiritsugu problem, you know? Kill one to save 1,000.
Good, we've opened a hole in their ranks. Let's blast through and keep on moving.
Recouping the Urkin Auxiliary Support attachments now. Hold on tight, Master. Switching from thruster mode section gear to emergency gear. Malaria spores standing by. 3, 2, 1. Reignition.
Rocket skis.
I can barely see a thing. Still, we should be able to spot what we're looking for. You two, that big chink of armor plating up ahead. That must be it. Magnifique. It's not so much a vehicle as it is a wondrous armored transport.
You got visual on all of you, too. Awesome job getting here so quickly, but we can't slow down yet. Those Valkyrie are chasing us with their spears even as we speak. We shall jump on board.
Great idea.
What?
Don't move, you two. I'll help you up. Urgh!
How good someone is based solely on how much they desire the well-being of others. I mean, yeah, I mean that does somewhat can lead to the trap of the road to hell is paved with good intentions, you know? With the all-powerful beings like for God, it leads me to a question that has been answered. If there's powerful, why did they want to recruit the Cryptors? Ooh, that is a good question, actually, Ouroboros. That is an excellent question, because, I mean, they were clearly powerful enough to literally glass the planet. Excuse me. They were strong enough to glass the entire planet, so it's more like they must have some sort of goal. I think they're just whining little shiz because, like, boohoo, we didn't get to be important heroes. Let's erase it all and prove we're the best by doing it again. Nice, Max. That is certainly one way to look at it. And I know it's not from the Bible. I don't even actually know where it's from. I just know it's a modern proverb. Okay. But I definitely got that feeling from Caddock, Max. I definitely got that feeling from Caddock.
Don't move, you two. I'll help you up. Urgh! And he sticks the landing.
10 points!
Damn, it's windy up here. Make sure you two don't fall off.
You're right, Master, stay behind me. I'll do my best to block the wind. You too, foe. Foe! I see them. They're impossible to miss. There's a huge throng of mass-produced Valkyries right above us. Mass-produced. Yes, you did mention them. I knew about them. I thought I understood, but seeing them here like this, I can't help but feel an ache in my heart. So these are my soulless sisters. Valkyries made to be automaton, nothing more. They're fully equipped with systems and functionality that allowed them to carry out their orders. In fact, that's all they have. They do not have the uncertainty that comes with even limited emotions we Valkyries were given. They may be highly functional and efficient, but I cannot see them as anything but tragic. Can you hear me, my sisters, my poor, soulless sisters? My true name is Brynhild. I'm the eldest of you. I'm the one upon whom you are the most likely based.
Okay, see, now I actually thought that they were going somewhere else with the Valkyries. I thought that mass-produced, and the fact that they mentioned Valhalla, I thought that what was actually happening was that when the people died, their souls were being used to create new Valkyries, which is why there was so many of them. Because this place has existed for thousands of years. And, I mean, even if it was just 2 people from each village leaving a year, that's 200 people a year. Give it a couple thousand years, that's a lot of forces, you know? Ooh, thank you, Areopolis, for the raid. Welcome, 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 everybody. Says the most important commandment is love thy Lord and love with heart and soul, mind and strength. Second is love your neighbors as if they were yourself. Valkyries are tragic, but not for that reason. Aw. Raid time, it's raid time. Thank you, Areopolis. Thank you for the raid.
Must you all stand down no matter what the circumstances of your births. I have no wish to do any of you harm. Please, leave.
Poor Bryn here. Oh, they recognize her. City of Strife. Interesting.
Sister Brynhild. Sister, the elite commander who stands above all. So she really does exist. Inexplicable. We were only ordered to destroy this impure slab of metal. Inexplicable. Commander units, we request additional orders regarding this situation. Sister Brynhild means to fight us. Ridiculous, impossible.
Oh, they are so automatons. That is tragic, like Brynhild said.
It's not impossible. It is not impossible at all, my young sisters. So please leave now, if you refuse. I will have no choice but to destroy you.
And that would be horrible. I mean, Brynhild got to where she is because she chose to love. So, to force her to kill siblings, you know? That'd be terrible. Am I gonna be cruel and make Brynhild fight the Valkyries? No, I'm not gonna be cruel, I'm gonna use Melt. Assuming to a degree Wudame is the same, I feel he might end up with an I'm the best, I should be the king of the world, so let's erase it all so anyone watch me when I defeat people who've already been, in a sense, been bribed to lose. I mean, you know, he does have that sort of arrogant feel, doesn't he? He's very much a pretty boy, that Kirstaria Wudame. Very, very much a pretty boy. I look forward to learning more, just about the cryptors in general, you know? 'Cause, I mean, we got a good idea of Kadok's behavior and his sort of personality with the whole first Lostbelt, and we're going to learn quite about Ophelia here. That's how I'm holding judgment for Wudame. Ophelia's in love and starting to release him. Ophelia seems to have a decent head on her shoulders. That's something we're missing. That's a good point, Ouroboros. That is actually a very good point. I mean, it was mentioned somewhat offhandedly by Koyan, who really isn't the most reliable person for information, to be fair. But, and I crashed, but now it is okay. Welcome, Kamen Rider Sigma. Welcome, welcome. But, yeah, I mean, again, Koyan is a very unreliable source of information, considering that she is a grade A biatch. But, I mean, she hasn't really lied. It tells in 1 to 2 chapters if you read. Okay. But yeah, so take Ophelia as possibly having feelings for Kirstaria, you know? This love is the most important. Fair. If Ophelia does have feelings for Kirstaria, then... And Ophelia does seem to be somewhat sensible, I suppose. You know, at the very least, she wanted to keep MASH alive. Granted, she didn't really care for us, but she was happy that MASH seemed to grow. So she does have the feel of a good person. And she doesn't really seem all that happy with how things are going in the Lostbelt. And reading a little bit between the lines, it almost feels like she's planning on overthrowing Scotty with Sigurd as the Lostbelt king. And maybe to enforce changes here. Who really knows? If that's the case, then yeah, it either means that Wudame is impressively charismatic and maybe a fellow contender for harem protagonist EX. Or he could be a really good dude, you know? But of course, we all know that there can only be one harem protagonist with harem protagonist EX, as we showed Jolter back in the Da Vinci and the Lost Her and the 7 Heroic Spirits event, when we overpowered her harem protagonist power with our own and added her to our harem. If you were wise but never cared about the well-being of other people, you become a schemer and a sociopath. You were wise, schemer, sociopath. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Also, that was a waste of a buster. That's sad. All of it will be told in a few chapters, and I'm excited for those couple chapters to come. I am excited for what comes. You know so much and you won't say anything? Please don't. I am trying to remain as spoiler-free as possible. There are some servants that are kind of inevitable for spoilering, like, because I do frequent the FGO subreddit, and oftentimes when a new Lostbelt drops in JP, I did stay away for like a week or so for any spoilers to die down, but like the likes of Orion being the Grand Archer was spoiled for me because that remained news for a while just from the sheer power he contained. The twins that are from the 5th Lostbelt, Pollux and Castor, were spoiled as well. I don't remember exactly the reason, other than that they were a really good one. I know that Kama has some sort of role in the 4th Lostbelt, I want to say. Because I spoiled myself. I didn't really spoil myself too much with that event, but I do know that Kama has some connection to the 4th Lostbelt. I know next to nothing about the 3rd Lostbelt, actually. Thank you for the follow, Kamen Rider Sigma. Thank you, very much appreciated. But yeah, I don't really know much about the 3rd Lostbelt. And again, the alerts didn't show up. It must be because of the drivers thing. I had to update my computer's video drivers before the stream, which is why it started late. So I think things might be a little bit out of whack. Now do you see the difference in our power? Know the grief of the one of your sister's destruction. Any further loss will be meaningless. I'm sure another will be manufactured, but that's not the same as returning from death. It only means a new one will have been created in her place. Individually, your lives are so very finite. Now leave, my sisters. Please don't make me destroy any more of you. I'm sorry, sister, but we cannot leave. That voice, I've heard it before. She doesn't personally do anything in Lostbelt before she's a product of it. Okay. I am looking forward to Kama, though, because Kama is a very interesting servant that I very much desire. You mentioned a difference in power. True, these mass-produced units are no match for you individually. But we do have numbers on our side. I wonder. How long can you last against 100 mass-produced Valkyries, sister? How about you, Chaldean dregs? Oh, you bet we'll hang in there. We haven't even gotten started. And especially now that you guys have brought us enough time to regroup. Emergency brake. Hold on, master.
Nice, very nice. Looks like your shadow border is back in action. How deviously clever of you. Not bad at all.
A splendid escape path. You can conveniently delete spoilers from your head on a whim. That would be quite the nice thing to be able to do. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be quite the nice thing to be able to do. And welcome, Mordred. Welcome. Unless you've been lurking here, in which case, still welcome. How be things? How be things?
You got it, monsieur. You'll see what your friends were up to very soon.
Did they create a turret?
Giants, those are from the group we broke through earlier. I haven't just been fixing the border up all this time. I also figured the giants out. They're basically biological heat-seeking missiles. If something's warm, they go after it. Humans, animals, heroic spirits, they'll go after any of them. Including Valkyries, too. They've got artificial hearts and their bodies are just as warm as humans. Which means... The giants are throwing massive chunks of ice at them. Incoming. Move to defend.
Giants vs. Valkyries. Ragnarok 2.0, the Electric Boogaloo. Heh, look at them drop. I guess even Valkyries don't like getting smacked by giant ice blocks. Well, who's our stretchy work serves them right. After all the times they tried to snipe us. It's like an issue if you love spoilers. I used to be like you, Destructive. I used to be like you. Back when Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows first released. Although I got it at a midnight release, I couldn't help myself. I read the last page of the story before even finishing the first chapter. I know it was terrible of me to do. So terrible.
Ha! There was nothing to it. My hand-picked technical advisor's calculations merely happened to be excellent. Keep it up. Make the giants do the dirty work for us. It's in their nature. Why have a fair fight with 100 Valkyries? We're travelers, not fighters.
Oh, this wreck is out to draw more giants' attention. So while we make a clean getaway...
Look at their commander. I know Thrud is here. I heard her voice. Makes sense. They wouldn't bring 100 of them all this way without someone to control them. She's got to be up there somewhere. If we can find her and take her out, victory will be ours.
That also sounds, Napoleon, like a great way to get Scotty's on our ass. You know? Although, maybe if Scotty chases us, he'll chase us all the way to Chaldea. And again, we're going to keep Melt in the lead, because she's really good at melting Valkyries. Till you took an arrow to the knee. Skyrim. The second best Elder Scrolls game I've ever played. I'm more partial to Oblivion myself, personally, you know? Although, to be fair, I've only really ever played Morrowind, and not with all the DLCs, Oblivion, Skyrim, and ESO. So being the second best game doesn't really put it too high up on the list of all the Elder Scrolls games, because I know there's a lot of those suckers. You know? But Oblivion, definitely the favorite Elder Scrolls game for me. Gotta love those Shivering Isles. Gotta love it. That and the, I can't remember what the other DLC was, the one where he became like a crusader or whatever. Ragnarok Electric Boogaloo 2 is a good name, like Merlin the Dick Wizard. Ah, yes. I try. Really, though, anything can be the Electric Boogaloo 2 if it's the second of anything. Oh no, Merlin, no! You mentioned his name and he decided to go away. Maybe he's on his way to your Chaldea now, though. That's a very distinct possibility. Be wary, Kamen Rider. You may have a Dick Wizard visiting your Chaldea soon. Because I think he just abandoned me. Because you called his name. He's like Bloody Mary like that. Actually, I wonder how well that would work. Like, there's all the gotcha roll superstitions. I wonder, and I might actually try it. I've definitely got to try that with Scotty. Especially since she's a little bit considered a witch, too. So maybe if, before I roll for Scotty, I shut off the lights, look into a mirror, and say her name properly 5 times, and then roll, she'll come home. I gotta give that a shot. That, or I'll end up being ravaged by the actual Scotty and traumatize many people. It's a risk I'm willing to take. How much are you gonna get here? That's not enough. Okay. Melt! You're primary. Damn, got Merlin. I mean, you know, if you actually got Majimari, though, Proto Merlin is a succubus after all. A bloody Scotty. That would be something, wouldn't it? Ooh, that's good. And a bloody Scotty, you know. That could be an interesting drink. I don't actually drink, mind you, but I wonder if that's like a drink in like the Scandinavian area. Lostbelt 2 characters are killing your feelings. Also, welcome, Draconic. Welcome. Howdy things. And no, I can't afford to feel anymore. I can't afford to feel anymore. I don't want to feel sad. Please tell me we can save Gerda. Or at the very least that Gerda does not give her life to keep us alive. Because that would be that would really mess me up, I'm not gonna lie. If Gerda somehow, someway sacrificed herself like Patsy did. Yes, it would be reusing a thing, but still, that would be so sad. No, just bad feelings. Bloody Scotty will be a drink on ice. Hey, you're not wrong there. Bit of a mixed bag for this late, at least for this week. Well, hopefully things turn out better. Ooh, Lancer class. So, we'll bring Bryn here. And we're gonna be cruel and force Bryn to fight her sisters. Yeah. But siblings fight all the time, right? You know, they're just taking it up a notch by using spears instead of words or fists. That was a direct hit. Damn it, man, I thought I told you to drift like you're taking an S-curve. How am I supposed to do that on all this snow? Are you trying to roll the border over? Damn it, I knew I should have put the snow chains. What were you thinking, Gordolf? You're on chapter 15, nice. You might regret bringing her. Oh no. I'm gonna stab you with a spoon? Don't stab me with a spoon! Complete collection of love cresters and some weird printing error in it that you had to contact Amazon. A weird printing error, or perhaps a bit of the eldritch truth. What's the latest on the Valkyries? How many of them are left? Looks to be about 70. Wait, didn't you just say not to engage them? That doesn't mean I'm not worried. This is bad. The Boreas armor can't take much more of this. Our multi-layered bounded fields can handle falling rocks, but the ice boulders the giants are throwing are another story thanks to all the mystics in them. I have to agree. The sooner we wrap this up, the better.
Well, what's the word, beautiful Valkyrie? Have you found your sister yet?
Almost.
Also, remind me, never introduce Napoleon to Penth, because that sounds like a very quick way to get a lot of blood. I'll keep you safe, Brynhild. Don't you worry about anything except your search. Thank you, young shield maiden. Your determination is wonderful to behold. Though I hesitate to call it daring, your resolve shines brightly nonetheless. It reminds me of nothing as much as the night sky glittering with stars. Perhaps that is why I'm free to cast my gaze far and wide. There she is.
Is it Thrude?
Single target, non-class advantage, single arts card, and 2 support casters. Should have taken Sabers. Yeah, maybe, but I always like to, at the very first, try at the very least with things. I like to, use the support servants that they provide, you know? No, she's not alone. It's all 3 of them. I can't tell you their names as well. Thrude, Hilder, and Ortland. Oh, that's why you're saying I might regret this. Seems my beloved younger sisters have survived in this Lostbelt for a very, very long time.
That's right. These sisters managed to survive Ragnarok. They've been living in this world devoid of all deities since the Age of Gods. They're the originals, the commanders. Scott is aides de camp. They were the models of all of the replica Valkyries, and they're the ones who lead them. Yep, links are allowed here, though I do reserve the rights to block them if they lead to anything not appropriate. But yeah, they should be allowed.
Thrude, Hilda, Ortland, can you hear me, sisters? Come down here at once. I'm willing to cast my spirit you from a distance if I must, but I would rather fight you face to face. Is that not true for you, Thrude, Hilda, Ortland? Do you not wish to see my face? Why, sister, why do you side with humans?
No, Mordred. No. Oh, last comment as something too different. Oh, I didn't even see that. Better if Napoleon learns to regret being a sex-obsessed freak. If Napoleon met Penth. Ah. Yeah, that would probably do it. Oh, that's what you mean. Draconic. Oh, I thought you were I thought you were talking about an error in bringing this. Yeah, that's quite the error, you know. That is quite the error. Good lord. Oh, there's been a change in the Valkyries' behavior. Or have them begun attacking the giants? There are only a few left in the sky now. No, wait. They're coming down here. Can't read the folded page without pulling it out. Oh, Mordred. Trying to summon the various big names in the Lovecraftian mythos. I see what you're doing. I see.
Thrude. Hilda. Ortland.
I'm probably mispronouncing Hilda and Ortland's names. If anybody knows their proper pronunciation, please tell me. And thank you again for correcting my pronunciation of Thrude.
It's been ages for me since I last saw your faces. What about for you? On that day, you were so preoccupied with sealing me away that you couldn't even talk to me. That's right. As far as we are concerned, you are not our sister. You are from proper human history. You didn't experience the last broken Ragnarok in its scorching flames.
Broken Ragnarok? Ooh.
Once he was freed, Loki was supposed to put a plot in motion that pit the gods and giants against each other. Once they were all gone, the earth would belong to the humans. That was how Ragnarok was supposed to happen. But it didn't. The gods and giants did die in the ordained order. That led to fate itself changing. Ragnarok took a different path than the prophecy I let out, and the world has been mad ever since.
You're trying to summon Alice. Ah, so you're trying to summon cursory rhyme instead of nursery rhyme. I getcha.
So when we first saw you, we were overjoyed. You were our sister from proper human history, from a world without the madness of Ragnarok. We thought you would join us. No, my sister, some from another sky. That will never happen. I'm a heroic spirit of humanity. I manifested here only to restore it. I would be very happy to speak with you and share our thoughts and feelings on this matter. But I can never join your side. And that's why we put you to sleep. As long as you were asleep, you wouldn't have to fight.
Proper fate for a book describing a continuity work of fiction by a probably racist fantasy author. Cosmic Core is still fantasy. You're not wrong there, Destructive. You're not wrong.
That's right, if only you'd stay asleep, we could have avoided all this. We never wanted to fight you. Your face, your voice, everything about you is just like our sister from this Lostbelt. Is it not the case for you too? Do you not consider us strangers who merely look like your sisters? Is that why you have no problem killing us?
Wait, you don't have to say anything more, Valkyrie. In fact, don't. Don't say another word. I'll take it from here.
Move aside, heroic spirit. You know nothing of what we felt for those thousands of years. You have no idea what it feels like to see the sister we once thought dead after all this time, to have an eons-long dream come true.
Gotcha. Hearing you talk about minds and souls and whatnot, it sounds like you've got feelings to spare.
And that is true. The Valkyries definitely care about their sister Bryn.
So in that case, you ought to be able to understand what I'm about to say. You say she doesn't have a problem killing you. Of course she does! She doesn't want to kill anyone. Look, there are exceptions to every rule. I wouldn't hesitate to kill any scumbag I came across. But that doesn't mean I carry the burden of that death with me. That's not how it works.
I dislike Lovecraft's myths in general, in addition to not having a high opinion of the man himself. I know that Lovecraft just created the world. I know there's a lot of people that contributed to the Lovecraftian mythos, although he's the main one credited with it.
Don't you get it, mademoiselles? This isn't the kind of thing you're supposed to put into words. We shoulder the responsibility of every life we take, for everything we take. My Grand Armée was no different. In the end, they paid the price for every murder, every pillage. That's how we warriors carry on. We don't stop until we collapse, buried under that weight.
Yes, that is exactly how a warrior, how a hero should conduct himself.
Because you got other people involved. You like judging people, including yourself. He's not wrong there. Destructive can be fairly self-critical.
But I see that as after all these years in this Lostbelt devoid of heroes as it is, you've forgotten that.
And Common Rider is known as being forgotten? Oh no! Or Common Rider, in other words, Lidathru Sarael Doka Trigon. Doka Trigon.
One cannot be a true hero without battle, for it is there that one risks her life as a final resort. Have you forgotten that? You are not fit to even call yourselves Valkyries, for you are no longer capable of guiding the souls of the brave heroes.
Ooh, damn.
We are Valkyries. We have defended this Lostbelt from the humans who live in it for thousands of years. We're the last Valkyries left. How dare you? This is how we've lived our lives. You may be our sister, but you have no right to say that to us. Come on. We'll prove to you that we are true Valkyries, using those pseudo-gungears like Odin himself bestowed upon us.
Oh god, that was a... I don't know if you heard that, but that was a real good snap of the neck. Holy cow. I know it's probably not safe to do it, but I love popping things. I'm on Section 17. The chest reward. Section 17 is the end! Boop, boop, boop! Okay. This is happening. So, 6 health bars to kill. Ortland, Hildur, and Thrud. They are debuffed with crit hit down, and we are buffed with C-star drop rate up. That's good, actually. Okay. Go for the weakest link. Dutch girl and high school when I was a junior. I'm a moron, and back then I was a sex-obsessed, lonely prick. Ooh, evasion. Debuff and damage cut. Damn. These Valks have quite the cards up their sleeves, don't they? Actually, how long is that debuff? Or how long is that evasion? 3 turns, 1 evasion. Okay, we can actually bypass that fairly easily here. So. We can bypass that fairly easily. The damage cut's a little annoying, but... Quick and MP strength. Quick and MP strength. Quick and MP strength. Also, all 4 bars for the attack. I think we need... do this. Beat head against wall. Grandmother says it could detonate, and worse, it had wall. That was probably fairly painful for you, man. Probably forgot him like you forgot. Who's that, Mordred? I don't know who you're talking about. Wait, I must have forgotten too. But yeah, this is not going to be an easy fight. I can already tell. You guys were right when you said I messed up. Order project. Protection against noble phantasms. That's actually kind of bad. Because I was about to start blasting soon. Okay, Merlin. Merlin Guard. So that is gone now, maybe? So 3 turns on that damage cut thing. BAQ, we need to start whittling their numbers down before it gets to be too much. Alright, 3 noble phantasms in a row. This is gonna be fun to sit through. Also, out of curiosity, does anybody know why the Valkyries' hair looks like they have little bunny ears? Anybody at all? Because it's kind of adorable. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. They have oh, the sure hit is permanent applied. That's kind of annoying, actually. Oh, they're representing wings. Gotcha. They look like bunny ears, though. I'm not gonna lie, they look like bunny ears. Okay, definitely need to lead with Merlin to get some heals going here. Bunny girls. So is the artist for the Valkyries the same one as the artist for Bunny Toria? Who I'm very somewhat tempted to roll for. You know? Because Bunny Toria, man. Let's be honest. While the artist might have conceptualized it, I'm very happy that they gave Gawain and Saberlot credit for that feat. I'm very proud of them for doing that. Alright, that defense, NP defense, is unremovable. Oh, God. That just made this 1,000 times harder. Okay. I don't know. It looks a little bit like it to me. Who knows? Maybe I've been seeing bunny girls places, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I don't want to use that one just yet. Just buff Bryn to high heaven. Evasion the Merlin. And blast! So anyways, I was blasting. Alright, how much of a debuff is... or how little is this gonna do? Okay, actually, that was pretty decent. Granted, she was buffed out to kill. That was a really good hit. she's being buffed out the wazoo right now, but... Border surround. What did you just do to Waver? You did a target focus to Waver, didn't you? An unremovable target focus? That's mean. Well, hopefully we can take down Thrude here. No stuns, that's very unfortunate. And that's not as much damage as I was hoping for. And that evasion is annoying. There's a Buster Blast from Bryn. I think we gotta take out this Valkyrie. Come on. Take out Thrude. Take out Thrude. Take out Thrude. Ah, so close. So very close. Bye, Waver. You're gonna be sorely missed. Oh no, Melt. Melt's not gonna be good here at all. Alright, give me some stars, Melt. Support Melt time. Oh man, Bryn doesn't have... Focus this one for now. I don't want to waste a fully charged Buster attack on... That was still not a lot of damage, though. Alright. Don't kill Merlin, please. Ah, we're one turn off the events. And they're AoE, aren't they? Okay, Melt Virus. Didn't affect them. Nice. Ah, shite. You don't have any more debuff immunities, do you? No. Reduce the MP strength. Good. Okay, we gotta take this one down first. So, Doot for the HP, and Doot. Alright, come on, Bryn. Survive! Okay, there goes Thrude. Whose side are you on, Mordred? Whose side are you on? Ouch. That hurt. Alright. AoE sure hit plus extra damage to demonic enemy if you remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all. Okay, well, things are a little bit rough, but we still have two very powerful units left. Mashu and Areshkagul. Alright, so... let's have Aresh go first. I want to see how much damage we do with neutral. Evasion, of course. Not bad. Especially considering that Buster was up. Was blocked. That's a fair bit of damage, though. Mashu, get ready to smash you. And then... don't want to burn the NP immediately here. Especially so close to a break bar, so... do. Come on, Mashu. Give me a Smashu! No, that was not Smashu, Mashu. That's fine. Alright, so this next one will lead to that. Secret Great Crown for now. Actually, I should have saved that, shouldn't I have? I'm dumb, I should have saved that. Damn it. I need to save that for the MP. Counterattack. An attack boost. That's just being mean. Okay. Okay, this is actually pretty decent. It's all on you, Aresh. Do it. Complete your training. Press red till it's dead. Zerker strats. That wasn't too big of a hit. Oh. Oh! Rush, you did great there. I've got this though. It's good. Because Mashu has invincibility. Mashu, show them why you soloed Kiara. Good job, Mashu. Good job. Ooh, 3 steel. That's actually pretty good. I need a lot of that. For Scotty. For Scotty! Let's go, Mashu. Let's go. Let's go, Mashu. Let's go. Ooh, another section. And it's Lancers and Riders. I gotta go with it. I'm a masochist. Although, I will be slightly less stupid here. And I will bring with me, instead of Melt, I will bring... Or is she? Is she not bond high yet? She must not be a high bond yet. So yeah, instead of being stupid, I'm going to bring... Or is she higher bond than I thought? Where is she? Oh, there she is. Okita. Time for me to go now. Alright, Mordred, thanks for stopping by, man. It was nice having you here. Hope to see you in tomorrow's stream where we'll hopefully be finishing this, because if it's 17 sections long, I doubt I'm going to be able to finish it tonight, you know? But this will be what we go with. But thanks for stopping by again, man. Mr. Brynhild, how can there be so much difference between our performance output equipment? No, it just can't be that. There's something else going on. You fight well, sisters. Better even than your specification should allow. But one of the things I gained in meeting Sigurd was a human heart. It is something uncontrollable, something wholly different from our natural state. At times, feelings it inspires can drive one to madness. Gonna lurk? Alright, that's fine, Max. That is fine. Drastic mood swings, wavering, faulty functionality, excessive heat. Now that you 3 have been alive for so long, I see you all have human hearts as well. You all have intense emotions, and your spearmanship reflects it. I'm so glad to see that. What? Huh? Love, hate, joy, grief, they all flicker like flames in the wind. Sometimes they shrink to embers, but other times they explode into an all-consuming blazes. But even the tiniest embers show that there is something lurking within your circuits. That's not true. Don't be ridiculous, sister. We're autonomous machines. We may now belong to the Queen rather than Odin, but that doesn't mean we've gained emotions. You're wrong. We don't have emotions. Do you take us for a human? We would never allow something so unstable within ourselves. Ortland knows. Oh, sister, our sister from proper human history. Why did it come to this? First you preach at us, then you tell us we're not even Valkyries.
I knew it. You've gone mad. Your mixed feelings for Sigurd have tainted and twisted you. Once you were out, proud, unwavering, fearless sister, you gathered the souls of the fallen heroes tirelessly. No more. Your infections have corrupted your mind. Through your magic energy is leaking. You need to calm down. This can't stand. I can't. It can't. It can't. How dare you? Sister. Ah!
Ortland knows. Ortland's the smart one of the bunch, clearly. The other two, though, they're very emotional, it seems. Very, very, very emotional. I like it. Ah, clever. Very clever here. To represent Ortland realizing she's not here. What debuff do these guys have? Increased quick card effectiveness, but decreased defense. Mana Rampage. That sounds awesome, to be honest. Mana Rampage. But definitely focus on the Valkyries, or on Thrud and Hildur over the Valkyrie. Ooh, they're hitting hard. They are hitting fairly hard here. Keep going. Swan Mystic Code, that's annoying. I'm gonna do it. I think I've got enough. Yeah, I've got enough. We're gonna blast. Look on the number of enemy. 5. Oh. Thank you for pointing that out, Kamen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone has emotions, they're just in denial like Jedi or Vulcans are. Vulcans. An actual, very logical explanation for this. A very good one, actually. They want to serve their goddess's will. I don't think they even want to, I don't think it's even that. It seems more... Also... Oh, this is a bad combination, isn't it? I'm gonna save the NP, I feel. Shadow Border is larger than I thought back from me. Oh yeah, I was kind of shocked at the size of the Shadow Border too when I first saw it. Nier Automata vibes. Oh, yeah, you know, you're not wrong there, Jisenju. You're not wrong. I am, now that you mention it, I am definitely getting some Nier vibes as well. More defense down, but more attack up. That's dangerous. And welcome, by the way. Welcome, welcome. They were proud of their sister. Pride is an emotion. You are right. Pride is very much an emotion. So, yeah. And it's technically a sin as well. One of the hardest ones. And they're currently angry at Bryn. They're not just angry at Bryn for defying Scotty. They're also angry that she's pretty much insulting them by saying that they're not actual Valkyries. You know? And I mean, it's clearly more than pride they feel for Bryn as well. There was definitely some feelings of love and affection there as well. Because rather than kill her outright when they found she wasn't going to work with Scotty, they chose to put her to sleep so they wouldn't have to fight her, you know? Okay, it's just more generics. That I am completely and totally fine with. Get that invents procted, and then... Again... Alright. B... or A, Q, B. It's probably the best option here. Come on, do it, Bryn, do it! Ah, so close. Okay, so now we're out of the supercharge mode for ourselves. We also need to kill Valkyrie A before it gets off its special move, although this should hopefully make that a non-worry for a turn. Yeah, I am liking the Valkyries as characters. They haven't had much revelations, but that Nier Automata vibe, it actually really does have that vibe. And I loved Nier Automata as a game. It was an excellent game. And looking at them now, I can't help but view them with a little bit of a lens of 2B, you know? I can't help but view them with a slight bit of the lens that they are like 2B. Or should I say, spoiler, 2E. This is gonna be a tough one. I hope I can get the kill here. I really don't want to, focus through yet. Ah, so close. I mean, it's gonna die to the curse, but it's gonna get its special off. And slaughter Merlin. But now it's over because Okita is the winner. Okita Daisori. Stray Vulcan or Jedi believes there's no motion. Motion is evil or motion is irrational. Yeah, what is the... I mean, and you know, that's kind of the... That's one of the funny things that a lot of people point out about the Jedis. The Jedis always say that only Siths function in absolute, or something along those lines. But Jedi are also the ones that are of the belief that all emotion is bad. All emotion will lead you to evil, you know? It's very hypocritical of them, really. I have no way to give more stars here. Actually, I do. Never mind. Like QB. Ah, QB. Oh, QB. You did nothing wrong, QB. QB did nothing wrong. I mean, fair, QB does think emotions are irrational, but QB also does realize the importance of emotions, you know? Yeah, that is fair. They don't really feel, they're not supposed to feel emotions. And at the end of Rebellion, QB is a receptacle for all grief in existence, which I really hope they make a sequel to Rebellion so that they can expound upon that point. Because that sounds so interesting to know what's going to happen there. Okita. It's time for Okita's great victory here. Take out Thrude. A little bit of overkill, but there's no kill like it. I'm hoping we get 2 more steel, actually. That would be nice. QB's just a coward. QB or his whole race, out of curiosity. Destructive, because, I mean, there is more than just him. And I mean, that is... See... I don't know. Ends just 5 putting girls through hell. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They clearly have amazing technology in that verse. Amazing enough that it can be likened to magic. Amazing enough that it can allow people to fucking freaking time travel. That kind of technology is amazing. I mean, if they have the capability to do some form of time travel, then why not just try, and if they fail to, or if they're about to be wiped out, go back in time and try again. You know? And if they can harvest power from the negative emotions, why can't they harvest power from the positive emotions, you know? Like in Monsters, Inc. We loved our sister. Whenever I see 2 birds flying up in the sky, I think back to the long, distant past. We loved everything about everyone, not in some manic, feverish sense. It was a kinder, gentler love, like the spring sun warming your skin. At least that's how it felt to me, and yet... You threw yourself headfirst into frightfully hot emotions, into feelings so powerful they could and did change you. You turned from what a Valkyrie was meant to be.
Sister, oh sister, even here in our Lostbelt, you followed your heart straight to your death. After falling for a human, you gave yourself over to love, only to be betrayed and despised. And soon after, you died. You lived for love, you were betrayed by love, and you died for love. I thought they all called themselves QB. No, they don't all call themselves QB. I know in some of the extended materials that there's different variants, and they all have different names that have a somewhat similar naming convention, but not all QB. In fact, let me see if I can't find it here in a bit. We were scared. We were terrified. The way you died was so terrible, but so beautiful. It was unbefitting of a Valkyrie, without vaulting heroes' souls over all else. Your new heart shone so bright we couldn't help but fear it, even as we were drawn to it. Madoka Magi, and then I want the wiki. But then again, the race is the incubators. Yes, Father, you're right. We've been broken for a long, long time. We already had our own. Yes, sister, we already know what it's like to have human hearts. We know what it's like to have feelings so intense they burn you up inside. Like fire. That's not ominous. We don't know what romance is. We know nothing of love. So then, what is the fire inside us that continues to burn unabated? Ah, Brynhild. Sigdrifa. I can't help but wish you'd call my name, our names, with those icy cold lips. Even as I bury these awful, hideous thoughts deep within my heart, the feeling colder than merciless ice and hotter than raging fires. This is neither love nor romance. This is what humans call envy. Enormous spears pierced us both. The first thought Thrud did not move to avoid Brynhild's final attack. A second of us, Hild, ran towards Thrud without a second thought, choosing to be impaled alongside her. The third of us, Ortland, saw her two sisters impaled before her very eyes. Thrud, Hilda! Why, it's like you both. This can't be right. Like a human heart. Oof, I did a good neck pop. Sympathize with the Sith unless they're sociopathic card. More with ragey ones like Darth Malgus or pre-Kentucky Fried Chicken Vader, and even Plagueis than the pure evil ones like Vitate or Palpatine. Palpatine's just... oof. Like a human heart. We're not like you. We're not. This fire that burns inside us is so very, very ugly. We could never hope to be like you, sister. Still, I should have known. Even if you are from proper human history, you're still our sister. You saw right through us. You always did. Even back when you played with us in our childhood. All we could manage was to follow you, poorly. Yeah, you finally said it, Thrud. I feel the same way, of course. This is so sad. I thought we could hold our own at least a little better, but I guess this is our limit. We can't beat you, sister, even if our performance output and equipment surpass yours. There's no way we could ever kill you. Even so, I'd say we did pretty well. I think so, too. Let's go out together, Thrud. Yes, of course. I'd be happy to go with you. Ortland, I'm so sorry for dragging you into our self-destruction, but once Sister awoke, this was inevitable. I'm sorry, I can't bring you along. I know you're shocked by this, but because you're not as broken as we are. That's why this heart, this envy, this death is ours alone. I'm sorry, Ortland, our beloved little sister. We want you to follow your own heart as well, Ortland. I'm sure you have one too. So follow it, wherever it takes you.
Okay, that hit. That hit. I'm not gonna lie, that hit. 2 Valkyries commanders have disappeared.
Foe! This can't be. Thrud, Hildur. Sister Brynhild. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why did they? It was like they chose to. Ortland.
I can hear Sister's words ringing out. The Shadow Border has already stopped moving. The frenzied giants are far away, and our throngs of Valkyries that once filled the skies are now nowhere to be seen. The only one left now is a third of us, Ortland, and... yeah, this is rough.
I don't understand. I just don't understand how did it come to this.
As she spoke those words, Ortland took flight, leaving her sister behind. She vanished somewhere among the clouds, never once looking back at her sister, still on the ground. That's... yeah, that hits... That was a gut punch. That was a gut punch.